Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
They'll try the run. Finds a little space. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great...
Oh, out of space. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ole Miss this offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Simmons. A little release to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give is to Taylor. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Finds the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
While he was putting up big numbers coming into this one, we knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the 1st quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Man, now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Off play action. He rifles one deep down the right side. You know, you think back on the Jack Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback adapting. He's got it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Taylor has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Southern Miss went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Eagles team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Runs through a tackle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Scrambling away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Soften him up with a run, now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw at Simmons. He lets one fly deep. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides to back on the option, the give. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Makes the catch, it's Stribling. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He turns it loose to the left. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field. Themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Gonna swing it on second down. This time he's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Washington State going quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a fifth if they can't move the chains. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Lacey. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He makes the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to office
They'll
selected.
send out the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means
And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Under fire. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Lacy. Turning it on. Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the single back. Oh, he got loose. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. What a cut. Now he's loose. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellison. There he goes. It's a seam wide. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stribling. Turns it on in midfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Going up top again. Got a man. It's Lacy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the...
It's running room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Oh, what a touchdown! Oh, miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks the tackle. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they're just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's loose. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Meriden. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome. And now you've set up 4th down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the battle for the Heartland Trophy is over, and we have a winner between Wisconsin and Iowa. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll have have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Grant. Finds his man, it's Ray. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Baker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Washington State sends out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like. Hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trapped.
He's loose on the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Washington State going back to work on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. On first and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost over.
So now it's second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game.